Hi, I'm Dave. I've got an announcement to make tonight. I've got my cousin here! Yay! My cousin here! Oh, God. You can't get anyone else. Bring your cousin and her friends! Yes! Jesus, I'm desperate. Tonight I want to share with you a couple of true stories that have happened to me in the hope that you can hopefully avoid them yourself. Firstly, anyone here on Facebook? Yeah. On Facebook? Is anyone on Facebook? Yes. Yeah, how many friends have you got? Enough. I'm not going to steal them.
200?
200, alright. Desperate! Okay, 200. Facebook's great, right? But there's one problem about Facebook. How do you deal with those really irritating, annoying people who you have no idea who they are? Does anyone here have a friend request from someone they hardly know? Yeah. Someone you passed on an escalator. Someone you sat next to on a bus, right? I had a guy, right, called Stuart. Stuart and I were in the same year for 7 years at school, right? And we spoke only twice. Stuart sent me a friend request, right? And I accepted. Bad news. Stuart is never off Facebook. He is constantly updating his status, hourly, about his mum, his dad, his daughter, his wife, his dog, his aunt, his uncle. Constantly he kept updating him. And this went on for about 2 weeks. I have no idea who the guy was, but after 2 weeks, I thought I knew all about his family. And that is the point it went a little bit wrong. For some reason, very accidentally, I became friends with his daughter, Carrie. She's 5. A few days later, the following happened. Newsfeed. Carrie was tagged in an album. Click on photo. Oh, little Carrie in her new swimming costume. Oh. Very innocently, very innocently, I clicked, Dave likes this. I don't know if you know anyone who's ever been reported on Facebook. You do now. It took quite a few emails back and forth, but 2 good things. Firstly, I'm not being gangbanged in prison yet, and secondly, Stuart defriended me. But so did about 30 other people. So lesson learned there: don't let your daughter on Facebook because I will be predatory. That's a really awkward thing. Is he a pedo? Is he not? I'm not. The next thing I'd like to tell you about, has anyone here ever had the misfortune of having to go to an airplane toilet, like a toilet on an airplane? Anyone use one? Yeah. They're in the same family as train toilets, right? That evil family of public toilets. I was on a flight coming back from America, right? A long haul flight. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and everyone was asleep, right, on these long haul flights. But I was absolutely desperate for the toilet. So I went to the back, and I closed the door, sat down, and just as I was about to let slip the dogs of war, right, the plane dropped, right? Not a bit of turbulence or moving about, it dropped, right? As it did so, I shot up, right? It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying as hell. And as I stood there, it dropped again and again, just sort of falling out of the sky. And I suddenly was standing there thinking, God, what's happened? Has the engine failed, or has the terrorists taken over the flight? And I was just thinking, God, terrorists have hijacked the plane at 3 o'clock in the morning, no one knows about it, and I'm stuck here. And then suddenly I realised, throughout all of this, I hadn't immediately stopped pooing. It was like a scene from Black Hawk Down. You can imagine, I was really scary, I was panicking. It was 30,000 feet up, with my pants around my ankles. The plane has been taken over by terrorists, and my legs looked like a sort of BMX dirt track. It was horrific. And then suddenly, as I stood there, thinking, the vision came into my head that the plane wreckage had been driven into the ground by these terrorists, right? And then suddenly, the ITN news helicopter comes over, circling the scene, beaming pictures of the wreckage back into my parents' TV. And as they sat there with their cocoa, looking at the footage, they'd see, footage of the plane wreck, some airline seats, some suitcases, and then a zoom in to the body of their son David with his pants round his ankles, he'd shit himself like a cow. Luckily, I escaped that toilet alive, but I do pity the person who went in after. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Twitter, Dave_Heron, so if you're sad and have nothing to do with your lives except bleat about absolute gibberish, follow my shit too. I'm going to hand you back to Atif now. Thanks for listening and have a good night. And my cousin, give it up for my cousin. Yeah, thank you.